Hey, I wanted to respond to this email thread about the decision to cancel our participation in the Dory Days parade tomorrow in this way that reduces the chance, I think, of just misinterpretation of what my feelings and an attitude really are. I um, I want to take full responsibility for um, any downside. If uh, yes, I know that we're missing an advertising opportunity here, right? And that's unfortunate. We might be able to have made a good impression that would really benefit us on down the road, maybe. But I fully support Angel's decision um, to not go forward with this. Um, and I want to just put it in the context of the overall demands that, or not demands, but we are asking a lot of our volunteers in this election cycle, and especially right now, that we, in this moment where our confidence as a party has been shaken. And we sure we want to bolster the confidence of the the people in our electorate, our local constituency. We want to bolster the confidence of local Democrats. Yes, and maybe we could have helped with that, but we need to remember that our own volunteers, the people who are putting a lot of work and making a lot of sacrifices, uh, including the sacrifice of driving to Seaside last night for a pro forma vote. Didn't need to happen. I do not buy for a minute Candy's argument that we had to do this because there was no way to do a secret ballot on Zoom. Total bullshit. I don't care if Ron Wyden has reached the same conclusion. Total bullshit. But a bunch of us did it anyway. And I'm very grateful to those of us who did make that journey to Seaside, vote by acclamation, come back, and maybe it was good for us. But it's asking a lot. And it's asking a lot of volunteers to walk in a parade where they have legitimate fears of being booed, right? We don't normally, at the Manzanita parade, very unlikely that we would have been booed, that our participation there would be booed. Even Republicans have sense enough not to boo the participants in a pride parade. But in this moment, when the Republicans are feeling their oats, and where they are blaming us unfairly, of course, but they are blaming us for uh, ratcheting up the rhetoric that caused what they think is that we caused the political violence, the attempt to assassinate Donald Trump. They say, April Bailey says on Facebook that we caused that by talking about Donald Trump as if he were a Nazi. And I'm guilty of that. I think Donald Trump could, I cannot imagine anyone who has stronger feelings about the need for us to ratchet up our rhetoric and talk about the actual danger that the country faces here. But yes, it does increase the risk of political violence when we do that. And they may have a point. I think there's a whole lot more fault on their side than ours, and maybe there's a better way to talk about it. But the the way that the Democratic Party, people on my side of the political spectrum, are talking about this has made it more difficult to be alone, not alone, but to go out in public in a small group and say, I'm a Democrat, I believe in these values. It's just harder, right? Because the opposition then will be targeted at our people. And I think that as leaders, we need to protect our people. You know, if we can't really get if we can't motivate a larger group of people to participate, then we need to be gentle and say, okay, let's not let's wait until we're feeling just a little bit more confident. We've got more people who are available to make for a strong showing. Let's not put too many demands on people, um, especially not when it's kind of a bad time and these demands are coming all at once. Um, so I think Angel made the right decision with my total support and encouragement. And I appreciate everybody who was willing to walk in that parade. And I think we need to look for a better opportunity to make our showing. And this was absolutely the right call from my point of view.